I'm sure you've seen all the big headlines. A new iPhone feature could be dangerous to your personal privacy, especially your kids. It's scary stuff. Some of these warnings coming from police departments. So I'm going to break down what the concern is about, how you turn the feature off if you want to, and is it really worth this big of a warning? Tech it before you wreck it. What's up, geeks? I'm Kirk. We're talking about a new feature on the iPhones and the new iOS. It's called Name Drop. And it's actually a really cool feature. They showed it off in their keynote speech. You take two iPhones, you put them top to top, and it almost magically transfers contact information. A lot of concern about this. Why? Well, a lot of police departments are warning, saying that this is an easy way for bad guys to steal your personal information. Of course, your name, your phone number, your address, that's sort of all it takes these days to steal someone's identity. So that's why they're so concerned. I'm going to talk in a little bit later in this video about whether or not that is even a big deal. If it should be a big deal, and if we should be this worried about it. But first and foremost, if you want to get rid of it, especially if you have a kid that has an iPhone, just turn it off. It's not that hard. It's an easy feature to turn off, and here's how you do it. So go into the iPhone, tap on the settings icon right there on the home page, and then go to the general option. And once you get into general, the third option down should be AirDrop. Look for that, tap on AirDrop, and you don't have a lot in here, and the feature you're looking for is the one that says start sharing by bringing devices together. You don't want it on? Turn it off. There you go. Problem solved. That's literally all you have to do to turn this feature off. If you have a kid and you don't feel comfortable about this, and more importantly, why do they even need this? Well, just turn it off. It's fine. So let's talk about the feature in and of itself. And I showed it to you before. I'll show it to you again. When you're using this feature and you bring the two devices together, you'll notice it does kind of some little magic animation, cool little thing where it kind of looks like it's swapping information. But then what you get is a screen that says, do you want to receive contact information? To share your contact information, set up your My Card settings and contact settings. You can receive only, you can say, I don't want to do this right now. So you don't have to do this. And it does give you the option whether or not you want to transfer contact information. This isn't like people just willy-nilly pulling your contact information off of your phone while you're walking around town. And on top of that, let me show you this. If these two phones are an inch apart, it doesn't work. I mean, they literally have to be almost touching in order for this to happen, in order for this to work. So really, you'd have to be pretty close to somebody for them to take your information, and then you would have to okay it on the phone. I'm not saying this isn't something you should be worried about. I'm just not sure that it's worth as much of a warning as we seem to be getting. If anything, I'm glad that this warning is raising awareness that this feature exists. So then, you can turn it off if you want, as I just showed you, or more importantly, if you have a kid who's got an iPhone, like so many features on the iPhone, you can sit down and talk to them and explain how it works, or set it up so it's turned off so they know how to make sure it doesn't happen to them. And at the end of the day, for me, I'm a parent, I've got kids. That's what I think you should do. Sit down, talk to your kids, talk about the feature, talk about how it works, and talk about why it's so important for them to be careful with that feature too. Again, Name Drop is the name of the feature. Here's a video I recorded showing you just the process of turning that feature off if you want to go back and watch that again. Hope that's helpful. Hope that insight helps a little bit. Tech it before you wreck it. I'm Kirk.